Everyone, and welcome back to our political science class. We will continue with our lesson, electoral politics, and we'll begin with our new topic, that is, what is our system of elections? Under this topic, we will see how elections are conducted in our country, India. We'll be talking about our country, India. Now, children, elections that are held, elections are held in India. We all know that. But can we say the election that are held in India are democratic? To answer this question, let us first see how elections are held in India. So children, Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha, that is assembly, these two elections are held in our country. These elections are held at regular intervals of 5 years. 5 years. Now see, there is a confusion for you all about what is Lok Sabha election, what is Vidhan Sabha, for what these elections are conducted or held. What is the difference between this Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha or Vidhan Sabha elections? So I'll tell you. Okay, make this very much clear. Lok Sabha elections are conducted for central level. Lok Sabha elections are conducted at central level to elect Prime Minister. Whereas Vidhan Sabha elections are conducted at state level. Okay, and they are to elect the Chief Minister of the state. Now, Vidhan Sabha elections are conducted at different types, at different places. Every state, they conduct this elections at a different time. Okay, whereas Lok Sabha elections are held at the same time, either on the same day or within a few days. Okay, now these elections which are held for the Lok Sabha are called as the general election. It is also called as general election. Sometimes elections are held to fill the vacant seats. This vacancy, maybe it has caused due to the death of the member, or maybe he has resigned. Okay, so there is an election conducted to fill this vacancy, and these elections are called as by-elections. Okay, by-election, general elections and by-elections. Elections conducted for Lok Sabha is called as general elections, and elections conducted to fill in the vacancy that is caused due to the death is called as by-elections. Topic, that is electoral constituencies. Children, as we all know, elections are conducted in our country, but these elections are conducted in a very planned manner, in a very systematic way. Elections are conducted in our country. See, we have all studied about Haryana, right? 90 MLAs were elected. Now, who are these MLAs? These MLAs are the members of Legislative Assembly. But do you think that every person in Haryana must have voted for this 90 MLAs? Answer is no. In our country, we follow area-based system of representation. It means we don't directly elect a Prime Minister or Chief Minister. Okay, we don't elect them directly. So how do we elect them? We elect a candidate, and that candidate belong to some party. Say BJP, Congress, Janata Dal, Aadal, Aam Aadmi, Shiv Sena, any party. Same way, in other area, people elect one candidate from their area. Okay, the party whose maximum candidates are elected, that party forms government and elects a prime minister from their own party. Okay, so our country, see, this is all I told you. What is the conclusion? That our country is divided into different areas for elections. Yeah, they are divided into different areas for elections. And what are these areas? These areas are called as what? Electoral constituencies. Okay, these areas are called as electoral constituencies. Now, let us move further. Our country is divided into 543 areas. Now, what is area called? Electoral constituency. So, our country is divided into 543 constituency for Lok Sabha elections. Okay, Lok Sabha elections I'm talking about. And from each constituency, one representative, one candidate is elected. This elected representatives are called as MP. That is Member of Parliament, not Madhya Pradesh. MP is Member of Parliament. We have already studied that every vote should have equal value, right? This is one of the feature of democracy, right now? And that is the reason our constitution, okay, requires that each of these constituencies should have equal population within them. See, 543 constitution, you can take one area. If the population over there is 10,000, so from that 10,000, for that 10,000, that area, one representative is elected. But you go to populated area where the population is more. If the population of a particular area is 1 lakh or 10 lakh, okay, then for that 10 lakh people, one representative, not done. So unequal. Yeah. So it is seen that when they are dividing these areas into constituency, the population should be nearly roughly same. Not exactly equal. It can be roughly same. Okay, each of this constitution should have equal population within it. So we will have 543 leaders, that is Member of Parliament. Actually, children, in Lok Sabha we have 543 plus 2 seats. That is 545 seats, total 545 seats. Now, I told you 543, our constitution is divided into 543 constituencies. Then what is this 2? Okay, from where these 2 seats are added? Children, these 2 seats are of Anglo-Indians. Okay, they are also included, and President has the right to appoint this Anglo-Indians on the seat. Also, geographical representation, okay, should be equal. That is area wise. Say in Ladakh, as I told you, population is very less. Okay, but in UP, population is more. So in UP, we will have more constituency. Okay, in Maharashtra, population is more. We will have more constituency. But in Sikkim, they have only one constituency because population is very less. Goa, I think so, they also have only one constituency because the population is also less over there. Okay, now let's us talk about the state. Just now we talked about the Lok Sabha. Now let us talk about the state. Now state is also divided into specific number of assembly constituencies. Okay, this election is of Vidhan Sabha, and each state will have different wards. They are divided into different wards, or you can say constituencies. Okay, an elected leader of this Vidhan Sabha, okay, is called member of legislative assembly. That is what we saw in Haryana. Members were elected from the state, for the state. So they are called as MLAs. Now each parliamentary constituency has within it several assembly constituencies for municipal elections and for panchayat elections in villages. Okay, each village or town, they are divided into wards. Wards are nothing but same like constituencies, and one member is elected from each ward. These constituencies are counted as seats. Each constituency represents one seat in the assembly. We saw that Lok Dal Party of Haryana won 60 seats in Haryana. It means that 60 candidates of Haryana had won in 60 constituencies of Haryana, right? Haryana state. And so Lok Dal had 60 MLAs in the state assembly. Children, this is map of India, and see divisions of different constitution. I'll just zoom it for you all. Okay, look at this. Okay, so our country is divided into different constituencies. Okay, one more map I have for you all. That is map of Maharashtra state. As we live in Maharashtra, we should know, na? See, Maharashtra is divided into different constituencies. Okay, now children, let's move further. Let us see what is reserved constituencies. Okay, now our constitution has given each and every one of us, each and every citizens, voting rights. That is, right to elect his or her representatives, and also right to be elected as a representative. Am I right? Yes. But our constitution makers, they were worried, very much worried about the weaker sections of our society. They were worried that in an open election, electoral competition, certain weaker section may not have a good chance to get elected to the Lok Sabha and also to the state assemblies. And the reason for these were the weaker sections may not have required resources, required money, you can say, or education, or also contacts to contest the elections and win the elections against the other opposition party. Also, those who had influence and resources, had powerful domination, may prevent these weaker sections from winning the election. And if these weaker sections are neglected, if this happens, our parliament and assemblies would be deprived of the voices of a significant section of the population. Right, no? That the section will be neglected. This would make our democracy less representative and less democratic, as the weaker sections are neglected and deprived of the rights entitled to them by our Constitution. Now, the makers of our Constitution thought of a special system for the weaker section. And this system for the weaker section is called as reserved constituencies. As we all know that our country is divided into how many constituencies? Yes, 543. Out of this 543 constituencies, some constituencies are reserved for the people who belong to the scheduled caste, SC, or scheduled tribes, that is ST. All parties will be contesting elections. Say one area is there. Okay, one constitution is there. In that constitution is reserved for, say, scheduled caste. All parties will be contesting elections, BJP or Congress or you can say Shiv Sena. But the candidates of these parties should belong to scheduled caste. Remember this. Okay, all parties will be contesting election in the reserved constituencies, but the candidates of this party will belong to SC or ST, scheduled caste or scheduled tribe. Only they can contest the elections. Those belonging to scheduled tribe can contest election from a constituencies reserved for scheduled tribes. Similarly, those belonging to scheduled caste can contest the elections reserved for scheduled caste. Okay, children, as per 1st September 2012, 84 seats were reserved for scheduled castes and 47 seats were reserved for scheduled tribes. Children, these reserved seats of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes do not take away the share of any social group. Remember this. Okay. Now, this system was also later followed at district level and also local level. In many states, seats in rural, that is panchayat, and urban municipalities and corporations. Now, local bodies, now they are reserved for other backward classes, that is OBC. But proportion of reserved seats differs from state to state. Okay, they are not same. Reserved seats are not same in all the states. Also, 1/3 of the seats are reserved for women in rural and urban local bodies. Even women are given opportunity, but only in the local, only at the local level, women are given opportunity. Now children, I want to show the map. Okay, in which constituencies are reserved for SC, which are reserved for ST, and first I'll zoom the index. Look at the index. The dark green shaded areas is of SC, that is scheduled caste, and the light green is of scheduled tribes, and white are the general. Look at this map. I'll just move on, zoom it. Okay, done. Yes. Okay, I'll bring it back to normal. Wait a minute. Yeah, yes, done. Okay children, so we will stop over here in this class, and we will continue with the lesson in the next class. Till then, take care and thank you.